Writing Facebook ad copy can be one of the most challenging things to do with your advertising campaign, and it's also one of the most time consuming. But today we have AI tools and software which can help us with this task. But there are massive risks with doing it, because if you don't do it properly, the AI is going to write really poor, really bad converting copy. So today I'm going to explain to you exactly the best ways and the best strategies to use software like ChatGPT to really strengthen your advertising copy so that you can make more sales and get more engagement on your ads. The biggest mistakes people make with AI is they take the human element out. Ultimately, people are being lazy because we all like shortcuts, we all like things that make our life easier, and actually writing good copy can be really time consuming, stressful, and it's a hard thing to do, so we try and get the software to do it all for us. The big mistake people make is they don't give the AI enough prompts in order to allow it to work. So for example, if you're selling sports goods, you're in the sports goods sector and you sell a range of different football related sports equipment like we do for one of our clients called 3Q Sports. Now what you could do is you could say, I'm selling football kits that are Nike, Adidas, Joma, etc. and can you write me some advertising copy? And ChatGPT will do it, and it will do it for Facebook ads, but what it won't do is write it with the correct formula that we know through years, decades of experience running Facebook ads actually really works. There's a really simple formula that you have to use when writing Facebook ads. So the formula that we use, and it just works time and time again, is really simple, and it's in 3 steps. The first step, and the most important, is the hook. This is what people read before that ... see more. Consider it like a newspaper headline, right? It doesn't matter how good a newspaper's article is, if the headline is poor, nobody is encouraged to read on. That's what your hook has to do. Your hook has to really sell the action for people to click that ... see more and read the rest of your copy. So I'm going to tell you exactly how you can get ChatGPT to write lots of good hook recommendations in a moment. So the second part is the body of the copy, and this is where you're going to describe what the product is or the service is, and not just the features of the product. I would steer away from features and move towards the outcome that the product delivers, the benefits that it delivers. So if you think about the Apple iPod, it's always a really good example of when people are talking about selling benefits and not features. When Apple released the iPod, they didn't say that what it weighs, the storage space, the size of the device, and any of these features. They spoke about having all your music in one place, in one device. Much, much more powerful. And the body of the copy is where you explain all of this sort of stuff. In the body of the copy, what we know from running Facebook ads is emojis work really well, and also bullet pointed lists, because people want something with Facebook ads, something really simple that they can very quickly understand. And then finally, the third part is the call to action. What is it that you want people to do? Because right at the bottom there, you need to tell them. So if you want them to download something, you need to tell them to download it and why to download it. If you want them to buy now, you need to make that really clear. If you want them to subscribe or visit your website or learn more, then you need to be telling them in that third part. So we've established that you don't want AI just to give free carte blanche to just create whatever it wants, okay? So you have to give it lots of prompts and lots of direction. Kind of 2 parts to this. If you're already running ads, you're gonna have a lot of different data about copy variations that work. So we're gonna cover that in a minute. First of all, I'm going to cover what you should do if you're writing ads for the first time, or you don't have a lot of data around what copy variations are working for you previously. So what we would do, unfortunately, in this example is the human side. You're going to have to write the copy as you like, first of all. Using that 3-step formula, like I explained, you're gonna have to spend some time to create at least one really, really good copy variation that you're happy with. Now, if you've been running Facebook ads, you'll know that you can use 5 different copy variations, and the Facebook system will essentially rotate through those to keep your ads fresh and to determine which one is working best. So what we do is we always write a couple of variations, but at least one that we know that we are happy with, that we are comfortable with. That will take time to refine that and make it work. After that, you can populate that into the ChatGPT if that's the system you're using. There are others out there, but ChatGPT does work great. And you can ask it to see if it can improve it. You can ask it, like we do, to write other copy variations in terms of the headline. You can say, here's some ad copy that we've written. What I would like you to do is find appropriate emojis. Something else that we do is we say, here's the copy variation. What I would like you to do is consider 10 other different hooks that we can use within that ad. Because like I said, the hook is the most important part. It will then give you 10 different variations and you can pick and choose which ones actually work best, or you can splice them together to really, create something that's powerful that you're really, really happy with. The second thing is around length of your copy variations. So what we always do in our Facebook ads, some people respond to just short, snappy copy, no more than one sentence or no more than one paragraph. Some people just run with a hook and a call to action. They keep it really, really simple. Other people like to read a bit of a narrative. They like to read a bit of a story with those bullet pointed lists. In using ChatGPT, you can write one longer form copy variation, and then you can ask it to produce you some variations that are half the length, a third of the length, and it will do this for you very, very quickly. So it is a time-saving tool in that respect. A final way that you can make this even more powerful is to program into ChatGPT things like, just to give it more information about the business, the product description, and you can find copy that you'll have already written. You might have already paid copywriters to produce your website copy, your strap lines. You might have already written brochures, and you're going to have product descriptions on the website and the back end right across the internet, and you can feed all of this stuff, an infinite amount of data really, into ChatGPT, and you can say, here's some information about our business, here's the product description, here's some information copy from our brochure, and here's the ad variation that we have written. Can you create me some further ads along the same style that we have written, and create me 5 more examples? And ChatGPT will do that for you. But like I said, if you don't give it this data, if you don't give it enough prompts and enough guidance and let it know the style that the ads need to be in, and this 1, 2, 3, the hook, product, call to action formula, then it's just going to run amok and it's going to produce you generally some really Americanized, cheesy, poor quality copy, and it's going to go nowhere. It's not going to work for you. The next thing I'm going to show you is incredibly powerful if you've been running ads for a length of time. So if you've been running ads for a couple of years, you'll have loads of different campaigns, you'll have loads of really well thought out copy variations that you would have used in the past. And this will explain how you can use those to get ChatGPT and AI to actually enhance and create similar variations based on what we already know is working. So we're going to dive into the laptop and I'm going to show you how you identify your top performing copy variations, and it's something that you might not have seen. So what we're going to do, this is just one of the client accounts, so we're going to come into reports here and we're going to go to view ad creative performance. So once we're in here, we're going to scroll right down to the bottom here where it says text, and we're going to select that. That is now going to show us which text variations have been producing the top results for this client, the Football Fun Factory. So this is what we use over and over again to refine the copy and refine the variations. So we know here that it's this red exclamation mark that time and time again, in what, say that's 7 out of the 10 variations that is showing there. Now we do have to bear in mind that this data needs refining a little bit, so you might want to refine it based on results. So you might want to go from highest to lowest in terms of results, and then you've also got the date range. So I'm only looking at a 20-day period here. You might want to extend that a lot further out. But you can see here that that is the top copy variation for producing leads this month. If I extended the date range out, then that is probably going to change what the results look like. But you can see that's not the primary, that's not the number one variation that we're using. This is turn your passion into a business. What is working best to produce those leads is life's too short to waste away doing something that you don't enjoy, right? So it's a big hook, brings people in. So what you can do is start grabbing these. So you go in, you copy that variation, you copy, now is the perfect time to run your own football business. You copy, life is too short. You can see this is a condensed version. So this is a similar version to the long copy that you see is the highest performing, but the third is just a condensed version of that. None of this is AI written. This is all what we've done ourselves. And then you've got stuff around the Easter halftime football camps, but you can see the length and the style is very similar. Ever dreamed of being your own boss and doing something you love every single day? It's a strong hook. So what you can do is you can start grabbing all of these things, putting them into ChatGPT and communicate to ChatGPT, these are our strongest performing ad variations so far. What we would like you to do is write in a similar style and a similar format along the hook, product/service, call to action framework, some copy that is similar in style to that, but with a different service. And this is what the service is. You can give it loads and loads of information. The more information that you give it, the better it's going to do. And you can say, I want you to write a long version and then see how it produces it, and then a medium version and a short version. And you'll be surprised by how powerful that is. This is the best way that you are going to get ChatGPT or other AI systems to write you phenomenal copy. Don't give it too much freedom, don't give it too much flexibility, because it's going to write rubbish that's overly boastful, doesn't hit the right marks, isn't structured in the right way, isn't bullet pointed, doesn't have appropriate emojis in there. Give it lots and lots of direction. But if you're starting out, if you're new to it, like I said, write it your way first. Write a couple of variations that you're really happy with. Take the time, don't cut too many corners. Take the time to write those variations that you're really happy with, and then ask it to improve and create different variations based on what you're happy with. So I hope that helps. Like I said, copy is a tremendously time-consuming and difficult part of writing great Facebook ads that really work, really convert and drive you sales. This will help. So don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you next time.